Hello, everyone. Right now I'm getting the live chat set up, so stay tuned while I do that. It'll just take a moment. I'm going to have to get the live chat set up for two different streams, so there'll also be a little pause when I'm setting up the live chat for the other stream as well. But I feel like it's just easier to set them up one at a time. So first I'll get this live chat set up where I'll be able to see what you guys are saying. And then afterwards I'll start the face cam stream and I'll get that live chat set up. That's right. You guys can watch this in two different ways. You can watch the live chat other stream up where you'll be able to look at my face and see my facial reactions as I talk about what's going on in the episode. But yeah, stick with me for one moment. The way that YouTube works is that you can't actually set up your live chat until you started streaming. Now, for the face cam one, the live chat will just appear as the stream goes on. So it's a little different. Oh, I see Kirby's message. Yo, Kirby, good to see you. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. There we go. Now I will start the face cam stream, and then on the face cam stream, I'll get that live chat set up. So let's see. 3, 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Dragon Ball Super episode review. Give me one moment, please, while I set up the live chat for this video, so I'll be able to chat with you guys no matter which stream you're looking at, whether it be the discussion and review stream or the face cam stream. Both are essentially the same video. The only difference is that in one you can see my face, and in the other one you can see screenshots of what happened in the episode as I talk through my notes. I watched this Dragon Ball Super episode 2 times. The first time I took screenshots and took notes at the same time, and then the second time I just took additional notes. Normally I split it up into one viewing being screenshots and the other being notes, but I realized there was no reason to split it that way. So let's see. So this isn't all what I was looking for. Kirby said, since the video wasn't a .jpeg, I couldn't send it through Hangouts. Oh, that's too bad, Kirby. Kirby's referring to his trip that he recently took. He took a few videos, but the Hangouts thing, I guess, only allows you to send pictures, because JPEGs are only pictures, Kirby. But one moment, I'm still trying to get the live chat set up. YouTube's acting a little weird. Again, this shouldn't take too long, but it is. So we'll get there. I believe in us. Let's see. Scrolling down, going up. And it's this one. This is the one that I need the live chat up for. And we are almost there. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And I am excited for this week's episode. Also, we have a Discord, and I'm going to post the Discord link in both live chats because I'll also be watching the Discord chat. Now, the Discord chat's easy for me to watch because through my headphones, I can hear when you guys buzz in. So I'm going to share an invitation link to the Discord into both live chats so that if you want, you can tune in on the Discord and we can talk via there. Kirby said, and the video is too big to send through Discord. Oh, that's too bad to hear, Kirby. We'll find some way for it to work. There we go. So now both live chats have the Discord link so that you guys can tune in over Discord. But without further ado, also, please excuse me, occasionally I'll pause for a moment, or on the face cam you'll see me like move to the side. But my nose has been running a lot today. I don't think it'll affect my voice or anything, but I will have to stop occasionally to address that. Now, let us start off with the episode, and I do have some notes set up. The notes will make it a little bit harder for me to see what you guys are saying in the live chat. So again, if you message me on Discord rather than in the live chat, I should be able to hear the notification and hit you up on Discord. However, if you live chat message me on the face cam, it'll show up on the phone screen, which is another way for it to get my attention. I think the worst way to talk to me during these streams is through the live chat on the screenshot one. Well, the screenshot one is really cool. It's just I'm not able to hear when you guys send me a message or see when you guys send me a message. I do like to make it a discussion where we can talk and communicate with each other. But without further ado, let's continue on. The first screenshot we have here is a zoom in on Dispo's face. The reason why I took this picture is because I noticed that they also have this zoom in on Hit's face, and I was like, these two go together. So if you check out my edited images video, I do a whole video where you see a bunch of images that I edited together from this episode, and I edit their faces together, and I try different filters and contrast and colors and stuff like that. And I'm going to start doing videos like that where I actually do that live, like the actual editing process, rather than just showing you the images once I've already finished it, because it gives you guys more content to watch, gives us more of a chance for us to hang out. But getting back to the review and discussion. Now, this is the image where Dispo hits Hit in the face. I liked what they did with the background, because you can tell that Hit is supposed to be like doing his time skip at the moment. Like the background is warped and everything, but Dispo caught him clutch, and he hit him where he actually like spat out the side of his mouth, which took me off guard. I'm surprised it wasn't like blood. They could have just done a little bit of blood, but it made him like grit his teeth and spit, which is a little different. The first real note that I have for this episode was I was glad to see Kale and Khalifa again. It's been a minute since we've seen Kale and Khalifa actually be a part of something. It's probably only been like a couple episodes, but because that translates into a couple weeks, it just feels like it's been a long time. But they're still resting up, and they're watching the Hit fight, and they're discussing whether or not they should go and help Hit or not. And they put a lot of confidence into Hit. Hit is their ace fighter. Hazard's Vegito, welcome to the stream. They put a lot into Hit being like an ace fighter and being like the leader of the team. He truly is the MVP. Also, thank you for liking the video, because Hit has helped save people from falling out. He hasn't gone into too many fights unnecessarily. He truly has been the backbone for Universe 6. And Khalifa, who loves to fight and loves to get into fights when she can, for her to say to Kale, I'm not going to go help because like I believe in Hit, like Hit's all right on his own, to me means a lot. That really shows that Khalifa like understands her place and understands Hit's position on the team, and that he should be taken seriously. Well, moving on from talking about Kale and Khalifa, which I did like to see both of them in this episode, we're going to talk about Ciampa. Okay, yeah. So I like that Ciampa still thinks that he's sexy, even though he's fat as fuck. I mean, fat as fuck people can be sexy. I'm not judging. But I like that he made like a big deal about it, because they pointed out that Dispo and Beerus look alike, but Beerus and Ciampa are twins. So he shouldn't just say that he looks like Beerus. He should say that it looks like himself. And he's like, sorry, but they got hard looking, outdated faces. He's like, I got these good curves going on. So it's like a little bit of comedic relief. I actually liked all of the Ciampa scenes, not just this one where he's joking on like how Beerus looks, because he essentially calls Beerus ugly. I'm just saying. Hazard Vegeta said Ciampa X Jet Black. Someone's gonna write the fan fiction. I could see it. So I actually liked all the scenes that that Ciampa was in. I felt like Ciampa was really enjoyable. He was fun. And yeah, even though he lightens the tone for a more serious episode, I feel like he did it in a way annoying to watch. Like, I don't like the Universe with the Magical Girls, Gods of Destruction, her commentary, when she's not describing what the girls do. Like when she's just saying, they're beautiful, or it's the power of love, without like actually describing what they're doing, then I just feel like, oh, why are you padding for time right now? She's not like adding anything to the situation. Ciampa adds like emotions. He has ideas for strategies. Whether or not they're actually good ideas, is debatable. but the fact that he's actually like trying to see how his universe can win, and whenever he talks, it feels like there's a purpose there. And the fact that he's a comedic character kind of adds to it. So I think it's cool. Like I liked all the Champa scenes in this episode. Now, the Universe 11 gods are talking about how this is a good opportunity for them to defeat Hit, because if they defeat Hit, they think that Hit, because he's kind of the backbone for the Universe 6 team, will get everyone in Universe 6 to just kind of lose hope. You know, it's like when you lose that really important figurehead, that everything just kind of like topples down. So I like the way they think. I feel like they really should be targeting the ace fighters, and that they should have been doing that the whole time, but whatever. You know, I feel like if you got all your best people to whoop one team's best person, like you all like group up on them, and you kept doing that to all the teams, that you would eliminate the teams faster. Because if you know that you're not the best on your team and you see the best lose, then you quickly realize like, oh, I don't stand a chance. And it does have this like crushing feeling on you. It really does like hold you back. And I see where their strat is coming from, like the heart of their strategy, and I approve. I approve of that strat 100%. It's just like a good idea. Let's see. Kirby said this saga was Universal Survival Saga. I really need to watch Dragon Ball Super. I totally agree, Kirby. Dragon Ball Super, I feel it's a fantastic anime. Zolex says, hey, yo, Zolex, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Well, let me see. Looking back at my notes. So we just talked about the Universe 11 gods and their talks of strategy. Now we're going to talk about something that I found interesting. The Xenos complain that they can't see. Vegeta's steamy typing butthole said, hey, daddy. Yo, Vegeta, welcome to the stream. Always great to have you. Hazardous Vegeta said, oh, no. So the Xenos are like, we can't see because of the fact that Dispo and Hit are moving so quickly. They're unable to perceive their movements. So the Grand Priest goes up to them and says, hey, I've installed this new feature on the God Pad, and it allows you guys to see everything in slow motion. Vegeta said, just liked with my asshole. Yo, thank you kindly for smashing that like button, Vegeta. I truly appreciate it. So he introduces the slow-mo feature that's on the God Pad that allows for the Xenos to watch all the action of like these high-speed fighters in slow motion. And what got me is we've seen a lot of fast fights recently. So the Xenos have like superhuman perception. Oh, thank you all for the likes. I just saw another like pop up. I can't see who is putting the likes, but I see the likes nonetheless. I appreciate it. There have been a lot of fast fights recently, and I don't see why they haven't needed to have a slow-mo feature on the God Pad before, unless they're saying Zeno has like really good speed perception, but to a limit. Zolex said the new episode was lit. Most definitely. That's what we're talking about right now. My final verdict on the episode near the end. Right now, I'm just reviewing notes and screenshots. But, Zolex said, I like how we can change forms. Oh, we're definitely going to get into that because I do have some thoughts on that as well. But I am surprised. Oh, you guys may be experiencing a little lag if you're watching the face cam version. Oh, crap. Sorry, not a little lag. It completely disconnected. That's slightly different from a little lag. There we go. We're back. So the Xenos have like great speed perception, but to a limit. And it seems like the Xenos aren't that physically strong. It just seems like they have the ability to just erase you from existence in a moment. But the fact that they lack the ability to see fighters like Dispo and Hit go at it without slow motion shows that, like, if a God of Destruction who was really fast, like, just blitz the shit out of the Xenos and then Hakai them, what the fuck would a Xeno do? You know, they're strong enough to erase entire universes, right? But that doesn't matter if, like, someone can blitz you. If someone is so fast and has a move that just instantly gets rid of you, that you'd just be done. So I don't see how the Xenos threaten anyone. I feel like a lot of people don't know that the Xenos are weaker in some aspects than others. Because just because you have like a multiverse ending attack, if I can kill you before you can do the attack, or better yet, erase you from existence before you can do the attack, then fuck off. Like, I'm surprised none of the gods of destruction looked up and saw that the Xenos are like unable to perceive things that go that fast and just go, I don't have to worry about my universe being erased if I just go, fuck them, and I just go so quickly that I erase them from existence before they erase my entire universe from existence. They'd still have to fight against Xenos guards, and I don't know how powerful they are. And then the Grand Priest and the Angels would probably be pissed. And I know they're stronger than the gods of destruction. But at that point, um, you know, do we really need to continue all the bullshit? Like, if you were a god of destruction, couldn't you just be like, well, hold up, we got rid of Xena. Universes have to be erased. So, I mean, can't we just all you just try to, like, deal with the consequences? A god of destruction even could sacrifice themselves, right? They could go up and they could, like, erase Xenos, both of the Xenos with a Hakai, and then be like, oh, well, I fucked up personally. And then maybe they die, and maybe their whole universe somehow still gets, like, fucked over. Like, maybe the Grand Priest declares war on that universe. But at least all the other universes got to survive, right? Like, you could be a martyr. I'm just saying. The Xenos can't see things that go too fast, and the guys of destruction are pretty fast. So if you don't want your universe erased, why don't you just, like, erase the Xenos, right? Just before they could even perceive that you were there. So let's see. Oh, yes. So Hit brings up that he's unable to perceive some of the faster things that are happening with Dispo. He says, I can't see his initial attack. And I was impressed by that. I was like, oh, wow. Hit is a fighter who not only, like, messes with time in order to get the advantage on his opponent, but he himself is also really fast. It's not just that he does the time skip. It's the time skip combined with his own speed that really beats down on him. So like said, I really want to see his new form with the silver eyes. Kirby says, looks like Daisuke. Is that the Grand Priest? Because I'm not sure if I'm even saying the name right. Does have English subtitles, but not English voices. Oh, you're talking about the website where you can watch anime online. Yeah, it seems like English subbed is where we're at right now. If you want to watch the dubbed is still really far behind. They're in the Resurrection F arc, and we're a few arcs ahead of that. And there are plenty of ways that you guys can watch it online through official and unofficial means, but you always want to support the official release. However, if you don't have the money to support like a monthly subscription and you watch it through unofficial means, it still would be nice if you could buy merchandise to support the official release, because merchandise is always like a good way to like give back to the shows. And also, if you don't have the money for a subscription, then if you bought like the Blu-rays or the DVDs, that would be a really nice way to do it. That's the other way that they can make money from it. But yeah, being significantly faster than Hit to where Hit himself can't even straight up perceive you is some shit. Zolek said, I want to hear Goku an English voice. I'm tired of hearing the girly Japanese voice. I've actually gotten really used to the girly Japanese voice, because when I first started watching Dragon Ball with subtitles, I was very shook by the like girly Japanese voice. Like, I was surprised. It's very different from Sean Schimmel's English approach to Goku throughout like the media. But eventually, if you watch enough of it, I start to associate the female voice with Goku just as I would Sean Schimmel, if not more, due to the fact that I keep watching more Dragon Ball that has subtitles. So to me, it can go either way. I'm fine with both now, but I totally see where you're coming from. Continuing on with the notes. Let me get the notes back up because I just checked the live chat real quick to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, Zolek said, I want to hear Goku Black's voice. I do too. Is Goku Black also done by Sean Schimmel? Like the same voice actor? Or do you think he's going to have a different voice? Zolek said, I wonder if he's going to sound the same. Yeah, I think we're like on the same page with that. Like, is he going to be like a grungier voice or not? Hazard's Vegito said, honestly, I like the Japanese voice better. Oh, nice. That's actually like a pretty different opinion. Because for me, It's not that I like the Japanese voice better, but I think it's about the same as Sean Schimmel. And sometimes the Japanese voice, I gotta say, is better. Like in this episode, Goku seems serious the whole time, and he has that like really serious demeanor in his voice the whole time. Like I think he sounds more serious in this episode than he has in a lot of the previous episodes of the arc. The only other time I can think of him sounding this serious was in the episode where he presses the Zeno button and Beerus is threatening to like really fuck him up if he does this. He's like, "You don't understand what the Tournament of Power will do," and it's like, bam. Oh, Zolek said, "Why did Goku have a girl voice though?" Because Goku was originally voiced as a child, like Kid Goku kind of thing by the voice actor, and normally they hire women to do the voice for like children, right? Like Bart Simpson's voice, I believe, is also a woman, and like Tommy Pickles' voice is also a woman, and they're both like kids. So Goku had like a female voice for his child, but as he grew up, they kept the same voice actor, so it just stuck with him, if that makes sense. And I see that. I see why you would want to keep the same voice actor for a character, but I could also see why you want to change it, because that's what they did with Ben 10 to give like a counter example. Ben 10's voice actor changed once he got older. But they could have also tried to keep it the same. I feel like it would have kind of been weird. It would have been a similar situation to what we're talking about right now. But yeah. Oh, Hazardous Vegito said also Dragon Ball was supposed to be funny. That is true. But it also had like a different tone to it. So having a boy with a girlish style voice, you could see how it could have an appeal in that way. When Hit says it's like he's using the time skip on me when he's fighting Dispo, it made me think that there was more to Dispo's speed than just being fast. And this is later confirmed as the episode moves along, that Dispo is not only fast, but there's like a technique behind how fast he is, and there's a technique on how he's able to defeat Hit. When you see the Pride Troopers watching over Dispo's fight, you have Jiren, you have I can't remember that one, Kunchi. Yeah, Kunchi. You have Kunchi, Jiren, and Topo all watching the fight from above. And Jiren definitely looks like he's watching. There's a theory for a while that Jiren was blind, but Jiren's facial expressions change during this episode depending on things that are going on the battlefield. Now, maybe he has like some extra senses and he still has like hard facial reactions to what he's sensing that's not like him looking at stuff with his like normal vision. But to me, it looks like Jiren can see. You guys, but it seems that way to me. He doesn't seem that blind, even though his eyes look really empty. Zolek said, I bet Vegeta is going to change Cry Cry. I think Vegeta probably is going to change. Zolek said, from forms too. Yeah, because things are starting to look closer to the manga when it comes to how the form changes go, and we'll definitely get into that as we continue along as well. But the Pride Troopers say, through repeated battles, Dispo has surpassed the speed of sound and light. Zolex said, not Cry Cry, sorry, lol. No problem, Zolex. Autocorrect. That's a weird thing to autocorrect to, Zolex, but nonetheless, phones are crazy. Dispo being faster than sound and light, I read that and I was like, bullshit. What a crazy ass power. That's you're getting a little too fast here when you're faster than light itself. And it's not like a feat. There's a difference between you do a faster than light feat and they just straight up say in the canon, you are faster than light. Zolek said, I bet Vegeta is going to look cool with the red hair. Oh, have you not seen images of that yet? Like online? Because the manga has Vegeta with Super Saiyan God already, like with the red hair before. Zolek says, I hate how Goku's hair is base form. I think it makes sense. I feel like it shouldn't have been called Super Saiyan God. It should have just been called Saiyan God, because it does look like his base form with like a God boost. Zolek said when he is red. Let's see. Kirby said faster than light. Jesus Christ. I know, right? It's fucking ridiculous. Bloody Baton said, guess who? Yo, Bloody Baton's welcome to the stream. Hazard's Vegito said, I don't want Vegeta to transform into Goku's new form he's getting because it won't be original. I don't think Vegeta should get Goku's new form either, but I do think Vegeta, since Goku has demonstrated that he can go God, Vegeta may also be able to go God if they're leaning closer to the manga, which it looks like they're starting to a little bit. But if Vegeta couldn't go God, like the red form of God, then I would understand because Vegeta never went through the ritual. Zolek says it would make sense because he's blue also. It seems like you can go Super Saiyan blue without going through the ritual, but I'm not sure if it works the other way around. Based on the manga, you should be able to, but I don't know. Bloody Baton said Goku should just be God and be better than everyone. Zolek said, so it would be stupid. Then Kirby said, give Vegeta Broly's green hair. Some people have theorized that Vegeta might be planning on trying to achieve the Broly form based on seeing Kale Berserk or Ultra Super Saiyan, depending on what you want to call it, because Vegeta calls it like the true form of a Saiyan, or something like that. Like he says it's like a Saiyan's true form. So if Vegeta feels that Kale's power-up is what a Saiyan truly is supposed to be, then I could see Vegeta trying to go for that form himself. Bloody Baton said the carpet should match the drapes. Am I right, my guys? I mean, imagine if they were like standing around. Let's say they were like going to the pool and they had swimming trunks on and they went Super Saiyan. I doubt their crotches would glow. That would really surprise me. Kirby said, but Broly isn't canon, so that shouldn't happen. Well, Broly is not canon, which is true. But Kale has a transformation that's very similar to Broly's that does have the green hair. And Vegeta's witnessed it and has said that, like, that's the true form of a Saiyan. So I think if Vegeta truly thinks that form is like the true Saiyan form, then I could see him trying to go for it as just another like check off his checklist of forms that he can accomplish. Because Vegeta's pretty good about seeing a form and being like, if you can do it, I can do it better. So I could definitely see that. Bloody Batons asked, who would... Oh, no, he asked me specifically, would I smash Chi-Chi? It's debatable. Chi-Chi's pretty old now. Maybe younger Chi-Chi, like Dragon Ball Chi-Chi, when she's like old enough to like marry Goku. Maybe a little older. Maybe like after she's had Gohan. I think she's probably all right. Maybe. Kirby said Broly's regular Super Saiyan form also has blue hair. I remember hearing about that because I still haven't seen the Broly movie recently. I saw all the Dragon Ball Z movies like a year or so ago, but none of them are fresh except the ones that I've seen recently. So I do need to rewatch the Broly films. But yeah, Dispo being faster than the speed of sound and the speed of light, you know, like he should be doing way crazier shit in this episode than he does. I mean, it's crazy enough that he can fight on Hit's level, kind of, but still, you know, he should be doing way more, especially when they go over this next feat in which Dispo says, I can increase my movement speed thousands of times in an instant. So Kirby says, in the first movie, it is blue. Okay, I'm going to probably marathon all the Broly movies to go back over it. Hazard's Vegito asked, would I smash Android 18? Android 18 is all right. I think the most attractive Dragon Ball female character is Coco Ete, being the female Pride Trooper. I thought she was pretty banging. Okay, Kirby asked, also there's a girl from the BoJack movie. I thought she looked all right. Kirby said, but for some reason in the second movie, his hair is yellow. Maybe they forgot that his hair wasn't normally yellow at some point during production between the films or something like that. You know, things like that can happen. Again, I don't know that for sure, but it's possible. Or maybe they just thought it would be cooler to rebrand him to make it look like he's already kind of a Super Saiyan. Like if he's the legendary Super Saiyan for him to naturally have blonde hair, even though most Saiyans have black hair. That's like a normal Saiyan trait. You know, that would be a good, like, what a twist kind of thing. You know what I mean? Dispo's ability to increase his movement speed thousands of times in an instant is no joke. That is nothing to like just be like, oh, whatever, thousands of times his speed in an instant. Think about it like this. And multipliers going up to like what we know, Super Saiyan 3 is a 400 times multiplier of all your stats. So if your base is whatever speed, at Super Saiyan 3, it's 400 times that speed. But Dispo in an instant can go thousands of times faster. Like his speed boost makes Super Saiyan 3 look like nothing. You know what I mean? And if you put Kaioken on top of Super Saiyan 3, then it's 4,000 like as a boost for his speed. But for Dispo, he goes thousands of times. Mr. Gurr is now on, and he says, my niggers sent me. Good to have you, Nick Gurr, or Mr. Gurr. His name, if said incorrectly, can sound more inappropriate than it actually is. But him being able to increase his movement speed by thousands of times in an instant as a multiplier is so indescript, is so non-specific. Kirby says speed doesn't mean anything if you have no strength to back it up. Well, that's when I introduced you to, guess what? Bump, 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 velocity. Like if I threw a rock at you at 5 miles per hour, it would hurt. If I threw a rock at you at 50 miles per hour, the rock would hurt a lot more. Like the amount of speed you put behind your force adds way more to the actual force. Mr. Gurr said, I'm here to support. Thank you kindly for the support. I appreciate you. Bloody Baton said, Goku's hair is the coolest. Hazardous Vegito said, who would win from One Punch Man? Oh, who would win, Saitama from One Punch Man or Goku? Mr. Gurr said, I think Gers would win. I say that you can't compare Saitama and Goku only because of the fact that there's no real scale to go off of, if that makes sense. Like, Saitama, we don't know how powerful he is compared to things in Dragon Ball's world, if that makes sense. Like, we can have a bunch of feats from Saitama in his own world, but unless we have a way to measure up his villains to people that, like, Goku has fought, it doesn't work as well. Chupaguevos Fernut says, hey, yo, Chupaguevos Fernuts, welcome to the stream. Chupaguevos Fernut said, like the vid, cousin. Thank you kindly for liking the video. Truly appreciate it. Well, but yeah, I feel like Saitama and Goku aren't really comparable until we have like solid stats for both of them, because Goku right now, it's really hard to pit him against anyone because Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue don't have set multipliers. Dookie Dropper, yo, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Yeah. So because Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue don't have set multipliers, it's really hard for you to find a way to say how strong Goku is at any given point. And then with Saitama, Saitama doesn't really have a lot of stats that are official that we can go by. So whenever we talk about things that Saitama has done, we don't really know how to compare them. Dookie Dropper said, I like your vid while taking a massive dookie. Yo, thank you kindly, Dookie Dropper. I hope everything goes well. Bloody Baton said, are you envious of vagina? No, I don't feel like I have vagina envy. Dookie Dropper says, shout out to my drops. Continuing on with the review, though, Dispo's speed multiplier is ridiculous. It should make it where his punches do way more damage. If anyone watches The Flash on CW, they made a big deal about like the one Mach punch kind of thing, where if you run at a certain speed, the amount of force that you would give off from your punch would be way stronger than just if you like swung normally with your fist. Now imagine like a one Mach punch kind of thing, but you move like thousands of times faster than you normally do to where you're beyond the speed of sound and the speed of light. Dead. You should just straight up, people should explode. It should be like One Punch Man kind of thing. Like boom, all the force like inside. Like you think he could be able to do things like black hole punches, right? Like you move so fast with your punch and you concentrate all that force into one point, and then it just creates a vacuum and everything just sinks in and your enemy just implodes. Like moving faster than the speed of light is a ridiculous thing, and most characters shouldn't be able to do it because it leads to all this ridiculous bullshit. So Dispo is like top tier shit just for that, just for moving faster than the speed of light. So we learn how Dispo is able to fuck up Hit, other than the fact that he moves faster than the speed of light. But whenever Hit uses the time skip, all the muscles, not all the muscles in the body, I don't know, fuck it. The muscles in his body vibrate. And when they vibrate, Dispo, with his big ass bunny ears, can hear the vibration of Hit's muscles. And then he can hit him going faster than the speed of light, right as Hit is preparing to do his time skip to fuck him over before Hit can truly do the time skip. So I was like, oh, what a like really convoluted way to beat Hit. But Dispo goes further to talk about how it's not just Hit. He's like, whenever your body makes a move, your muscles vibrate, and he can hear those vibrations. And he's like, when you do a special attack, especially, your body vibrates. So if he knows how your body vibrates when you do a certain special move, he can hear the vibration, know, oh, he's about to do the Kamehameha. And then he can like speed blitz you before you do the move. That's actually really impressive. It made Dispo better than he needed to be because he was already faster than sound and light. And now you're going to say that he's faster than sound and light, and he can like respond to anything pretty much, as long as he knows what your muscle vibration sounds like to do so. Bloody Baton said, what is life? Right now, life is this Dragon Ball. That's all I've really done today is just Dragon Ball related stuff. And over the weekend, it was just partying. It was just a whole bunch of partying. Woo. Let's see. Now, Hit is really good at adapting. Kirby said, this guy, if freaking Taskmaster. Kirby said, this guy's a freaking Taskmaster. I agree, because hearing like the muscles of people to predict their movements is crazy. And Champa has a scene where he's like, what if we make a bunch of noise so that he can't hear the muscle movements? And the angel of his universe is like, he probably can pinpoint sounds. So even though there's this huge chaotic battle going on around him, he can focus on who he wants to and focus on their muscle sounds. And he can tell one muscle sound from another kind of thing. And it's like, oh gosh, it's so much bullshit. He's too powerful for what he is. Bloody Baton said, I want a Rocket City Rush reaction. Don't worry, we'll eventually get back to doing more poll videos. And then if you guys vote for it, I'll definitely do the video. Wow. Big Dick Goku says, hey, welcome to the stream, Big Dick Goku. Always great to have new people. How am I? I'm doing pretty swell. I'm enjoying my day. Chicken to gas, been Dragon Balling it up. I've been actually consuming a lot of Dragon Ball media recently, so I have a lot of different videos that I want to do for you guys. But right now, the focus is Dragon Ball Super Episode 104, review and discussion. So Hit's ability to adapt is really dangerous. When Hit killed Goku, at a certain point in Dragon Ball Super, Big Dick Goku said, subbed with my cock. Yo, thank you kindly for subscribing and smashing that like button, dragging it across the keyboard. I already know. Anyways, yo, so Hit's ability to adapt is crazy because that's how he was able to fight back against Goku, because essentially Hit was like, I never knew I could get any stronger until I saw Goku. So he started adapting and making his powers better, increasing the length of his time skip and learning all these new abilities. But Hit fights Dispo, a fighter who's faster than the speed of light for a few moments. And a little while later is already at the point where he can avoid blows from a fighter who can move faster than the speed of light. And he can make it where he gets hit, but only in non-vital areas. So let's say that was the limit to Hit being fast. He's fast enough to dodge Dispo, but only in ways to where he doesn't get hit in vital areas. That's still hella impressive. Hit's speed perception is like like it's too much. Hit is too good for who he is. He's amazing. um, and Hit only gets better as the fight progresses. So that it's really impressive, but it doesn't stop being impressive. Zolex says, you have good theories. Oh, thank you kindly, Zolex. I appreciate that. This moment right here, this shit was clean. Dispo knocks Hit all the way to the edge of the arena. And if you get knocked out of the arena, that's it. You're eliminated from the tournament. Dispo goes for a strike against Hit, phases through his body, and falls out the arena. And I was like, oh, fuck. I forgot that Hit could phase. I forgot that was like one of his powers. Zolex said, I want to see Jiren fight already. Bloody Baton said, anybody want some Cocoa Balls? Zolex, when it comes to the Jiren fight, I feel like the Jiren fight has to be coming up relatively soon. I don't think it'll be next episode. I don't even think really that it'll be the episode after the next episode for real. But with them running out of Pride Troopers over time, they got to do it eventually. Like there are only 3 Pride Troopers left. Jiren has to fight at some point. Kirby says, so it's another World Martial Arts Tournament type thing. Kinda, except if your universe loses, it gets erased. And also, it's like an 80-person battle royale, so it's 80 fighters all fighting each other at the same time. So, yeah, it's kind of like a World Martial Arts Tournament kind of thing, but with really high stakes and a lot of people fighting all at once, and nobody can fly, and everyone's restricted to the gravity of their own planet. So if you're from a planet that has like 10 times Earth gravity, you have to fight under 10 times Earth gravity. Zolex says, what if Yamcha comes and eliminates them all? I'd have a few problems. I'd be like, whoa, how did Yamcha get there? Kirby said 80 fighters. Holy crap. Yeah, it's crazy. You got to watch some Dragon Ball Super, Kirby. You got to catch up. If Yamcha showed up, I'd be like, how did Yamcha get there? That'd be my first question. Then I'd be like, Yamcha eliminated everybody. This Yamcha seems pretty good. If it was Yamcha Isekai, I'd be like, that'd be great. Kirby said Earth doesn't have that many. Universe 7 has 10 fighters. See, it's 8 universes fighting against each other, and then it's all the universes fighters fighting all at once. So each universe has 10 fighters for a total of 80 fighters. Zolex says, but in reality, he dies once he gets there. Bloody Baton said, do you want some Cocoa Balls? If Cocoa Balls are like chocolate like bonbons or whatever, I've never been a big fan of those. They're all right. There's like a Butterfinger version of those that are all right. I like those because they have like peanut butter or whatever. But Dispo punches through Hit because Hit can cross dimensions in order to phase through things. And I'm like, fuck. I think I forgot to mention Hit in like some of my other videos where I talk about like people doing dimensional bullshit. Because whenever someone does anything that has to do with dimensions, it's really important. Bloody Baton said, dude, I want peanut butter Cocoa Balls. Oh, Reese's Puff cereal is another like chocolate peanut butter thing. Zolex said, do you think Master Roshi is the next one to get out? Kirby said, I can't take this guy seriously because of his face. Zolex said, or Tien. We're going to get into Master Roshi near the end of the video. All I got to say about Master Roshi right now is, man, I hope he doesn't kill himself. We'll get there. I'll go further on that. But it seems like that's what's going to happen. Not knock himself out the arena. Not knock himself unconscious. I think Roshi might be about to actually die. Like, he dies. And Roshi's old, too. I could see Roshi, like, not coming back. Right now, we got some lag on the face cam, and the face cam disconnected. So give me one moment to reconnect the face cam, and then I'll be back with you guys. There we go. We're back on. So, yeah, we'll get into Roshi soon. But, man, Dragon Ball has a lot of dimension crossing bullshit. And crossing dimensions is important because Toriyama says all the movies exist. Oh, there we go. We reconnected. Toriyama says all the movies exist in their own dimension. So when characters have the ability to cross dimensions or break into other dimensions, then that's crazy. Zolex said, really? He's going to die? Don't worry. We'll get there. I got you in suspense now. Now you're like, what? Bloody Batons asked a question revolving excrement. He said, "Who would win in a fight, poop or pee?" I don't know. Zolex said, "How do you know?" Don't worry. Don't. We will get there, Zolex. I have reasons to believe that Roshi will probably die, um, or get close to dying, if not dying. But we'll go over that. So one thing I liked, Dispo, when he phased through Hit's body and falls off the arena, he screams. And then Kirby said, "Hit can meet Broly." Holy crap. See, like crossing dimensions has like a lot of crazy implications, right? Uh, but when Dispo falls off, the Zolex says because he's old, it would be some shit if he died just to old age. But that's not really why I think he's gonna die. Trust, we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. You're free to keep guessing though. That's fine. So Dispo, when he falls off the arena, he screams, and then there's a commercial break, and then when you come back, he's still screaming and falling. And I don't know, I couldn't help myself but like kind of laugh. I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" I guess he would just still be falling to his demise. But he's saved by and I never remember his name. I always remember it starts with a K. Oh, Kunshi. Kunshi is a Pride Trooper who makes these energy ropes. And they're dumb, and we'll go over that. So he throws his energy ropes down, and he pulls Dispo up. And I think the only reason why Kunchi and Dispo don't go out at the same time is that Hit doesn't hit Kunchi in the back while he's trying to pull Dispo up. If he hit him in the back, both of them would have fallen, and there wouldn't have been much they could really do about it. Like, for real, for real. I think he should have just fell. And, died. I mean, not died, but been eliminated from the tournament, and they should have just both been gone. But I feel like it's an honor thing that they don't normally hit each other in the back. I think that's a pretty big deal. You don't hit another fighter while they're turned around. But this is not a good time for that. Might as well take out two birds with one stone. It would have made sense. But yeah, Kunchi is just another punk character that doesn't really need to be on the Pride Troopers. His feats are like some of the worst of the Pride Troopers, and most of the Pride Troopers are really good too. I like most of their powers, but Kunchi just doesn't. He's not that good. Vuon, the one with the lasso that like depowers people who are evil, it makes them powerless. That's such a great ass ability, and it's so close to what Kunchi does. It's like, fuck Kunchi. He's not good. He's not, compared to Vuon, he's not shit. Both of them have lasso based powers. It's gross. It's not worth it. But yeah, here's the screenshot where they say that he dodged the attack by crossing dimensions. And it's crazy that Topo is able to perceive that Hit crossed dimensions. He doesn't just think Hit moved quickly. He can tell that Hit crossed between dimensions to dodge. And it's like, what? How do you even perceive that? How would you know? It may be that they watched the Universe 6 tournament and they just know that that's what he did or something like that. I don't even think he used to do that at the Universe 6 tournament. I think he learned that by the time he fought Goku the second time, which there shouldn't be a recording of as far as I'm aware. So yeah, fuck off. How does Topo perceive that? How does he perceive that Hit can cross dimensions? That's a crazy feat all on its own. So Kunchi acts like he's a badass and says, "I'll be joining from here. We can't let anything happen to you." Now that's true. The Pride Troopers appear to have a plan, and Kunchi has a point about not wanting to lose Dispo, as he is on an entirely different level from a lot of these characters. Kirby said he can see the cross dimensions. Now that would be crazy if they revealed that Topo can see different dimensions. I don't even know what that would add to his character. It seems only relevant like for this moment. But if they somehow made it relevant in the future, and if Topo had additional powers we didn't know about that involved crossing the dimensions, I'd be like, what the fuck? It would be so different. But they have a point. They really do need to save Dispo and keep Dispo from losing, because having a fighter that's faster than light is some top tier shit. Also, if Tupper and Dispo fused, the fuck out of here, dude. Kirby said the movies are so close to being canon. You have no idea. I have a whole video about how, like, since the movies are in another dimension and we've seen characters break through the dimensional boundaries multiple times, and I list a whole bunch of the times in the videos, that it seems entirely possible that they should be able to cross over. That I've done like a couple videos on that now. But Baton said, lol, he said, get the fuck out of here. It's like, true. True, it is one of those things. I don't even remember what I was talking about, but it definitely was a hard get the fuck out of here. I still feel it. I feel it in my bones, whatever I was referring to. Oh yeah, Dispo's faster than light bullshit is a hard, like, get the fuck out of here. Because what do you do when someone hits you in the face so hard that you no longer exist? Like, like there's people underestimate what faster than light means for things. For a physical object to keep all its mass but move faster than light and hit another object, that other object is fucked. Game over. You're done, son. You know, that's all you need for it to be like more than enough for someone to die. It's murder. Oh, I know what I said get the fuck out of here for. If Tupper and Dispo fused. Tupper is another Pride Trooper who's already been eliminated. And Vegeta said, damn, that thumbnail is hot. Man, I wonder what the thumbnail is. Oh, it's the... Yeah, it's the weird power-up thumbnail. So Tupper's whole thing is that he can increase his weight at will, and they didn't give him a limit. Vegeta said, I like how you open that mouth. Yes. Tupper can increase his weight. He can get heavier and heavier, and they didn't give him any limit. And he was so heavy that he could hold Goku down to the arena floor. So Tupper can increase his weight. And Dispo can move faster than light and multiply his speed thousands of times in an instant. Excuse me. If you can move faster than light and multiply your speed thousands of times in an instant and weigh as much as you want, then you could be a really fast, really heavy object that just tanks everything and just rams everyone like off the arena. Like, I think if Universe 11 knew fusion, and if they knew that fusion was allowed in the Tournament of Power, the Pride Troopers would have been too good, because they have a lot of really great abilities that separately are all right, but together would have been like... Kirby said, reminds me of the Tekken character. I need to get more into Tekken. Vegeta said, are you okay, babe? Yeah, I'm doing all right. My nose has been a little bit runny today, but that's been it. Vegeta said, looking depressed. Nah, man. I'm not looking depressed. I'm looking to impress. Pow. Yo, continuing on, though, because I did go on, like, a little rant for a little bit. I do want to do a video about Pride Trooper fusions, though. I feel like the Pride Troopers would have the best fusions. So Hit is having some trouble with Dispo, right? They're, like, fighting off against each other. And Khalifa's like, I gotta go help. I gotta go help Hit. Hit is my nigga. I can't leave him alone, kind of thing. And then Kale is like, sis, you can't. You need to rest, because we've been resting for who knows how many minutes. Because whenever they rest, it's like you can't be resting for that long, for real. Zolek said, it would be cool if they fusion. Kirby said, the character's name was Bob. That's a really, like, layman name. Like, it's just like a basic name. But I would have loved it if Khalifa jumped in. In my mind, it's like, what would Khalifa have done? How would she have been able to help Hit out? You know, maybe she could have distracted him or held off Kunchi. Well, Dispo figured out something. So, like said, you know, we have LR Hercule in Global now. And then Kirby said, I know, right? LR Hercule? What does LR Hercule do? You guys will have to tell me in the live chat. Yo, so I would have loved to have seen Khalifa jump in. The strat of holding Hit back that Kunchi uses by tying his energy lasso around Hit's ankle while Dispo beats the shit out of him, moving at like incredible speeds, was an interesting strat, but a stupid one. We already saw that Hit can phase through things. So why does the lasso guy think that he can lasso Hit's leg by crossing dimensions? That being said, though, why is it that Hit doesn't do that and he just takes hella licks from Dispo? Like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, he's just gonna phase out. And then it was like, nah, instead he's just gonna get that ass whooped. Zolek said, he's pretty good. It's Majin Buu and Hercule attacking in Dokkan battle. Kirby said, I looking at the card. That reminds me of a special ability that can be used in Dragon Ball Heroes. I've actually gotten really into Dragon Ball Heroes recently. I read like 15 manga chapters of it for Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission yesterday. I also then read all the descriptions for the chapters I couldn't find. So I know the story, but I couldn't read the whole story. But we'll get into that later. I'm actually really like with the Dragon Ball Heroes right now, and that has its own implications that are really crazy. I have a whole theory about how Dragon Ball Heroes allows you to connect most of the Dragon Ball universe together. Kirby said Hercule's leader skill is all types, HP, and defense plus 100%. Hey, that's a pretty good generic, not gonna lie. But yo, continuing on, yeah, I don't know why Hit doesn't just phase out of Kunchi's like energy lasso ropes. You know, that was some bullshit. Yeah, he should just do that. Really, Hit shouldn't have taken any licks, because if anyone is faster than you, you can just phase. You can just phase through that shit, and it doesn't matter, for real. So yeah, so Caulifla is thinking about like jumping in to help Hit when dun 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 Ex Machina as fuck. Goku appears as Super Saiyan God, and my biggest gripe with Goku as Super Saiyan God is that he's never done it since Battle of Gods on screen until this point. And we don't even see it, really. He kind of already appears transformed. It's not like we saw him, like, redevelop the power, or in the episodes leading up to the tournament, we didn't see him experimenting with the shit, you know. He just kind of has it. And it's just like, okay, I guess. The fuck? Like, why, though? And the closest thing I could get to an explanation is when Goku's like, when I saw you getting ganged up by all these guys, it got me itching. With the kind of idea that it's like his fighting spirit got flared up, like really high, to where he's like, yeah, I really want to whoop some ass. So now I'm Super Saiyan God. And it's like, I don't know. It seems like you just do it now. But you could have done this shit before. Did he never think it was worth doing at any other previous time before? I don't know. It's just some shit. It's not explained, by the way. It's not like this episode wraps up with them saying, oh, he did it because and he never did it before because it just fucking occurs. Vegeta said, I'm uploading my hot new video. Oh, cool. Make sure to check out Vegeta Steamy Typing Butthole's channel. I didn't even know he uploaded videos. Kirby said, who was saying I ain't helping you? Oh, and that previous like image, Goku says it. Because Hit's like, I don't need your help. And Goku says, I ain't helping you. Goku was planning on fighting those guys on his own. He was like, I don't really need you, for real. He's like, I just got excited. I just wanted to fight. Bloody Baton said, hey, Vegeta Steamy Tight Pink Asshole. Then Vegeta's like, loose, 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 loose. Because this is tight butthole. But the emoticon is loose butthole. But yeah, so Whis explains a few things. Oh, Kirby says, wow, that's tense. Oh, most deaf, dude. Goku is serious and tense throughout this entire episode. We don't get any of that bullshit where Goku gets caught in a hole by someone for no reason or caught off guard. This is Goku fighting seriously, fighting smartly, and showing off why he's such a good character. He's not main character, like, powering through it or anything. He's just being great. I like how Bloody Baton said, Whis, what kind of compass are you reading? This is Whis, who is the angel of Universe 7. And what Whis essentially does in this episode is just say, you know all the stuff we already learned about Super Saiyan God in the manga? Yeah, we're just going to make it canon in the anime too. We're going to do it all right now. Ready, go. So in the manga, Goku can go Super Saiyan God, and that's been a regular thing that he can still do it. He's been able to do it since Battle of Gods, and he did it again at the Universe 6 tournament, and he's been doing it ever since. In the anime, Goku does Super Saiyan God during the Battle of Gods arc, then never does it again until this episode. In the manga, They were like, the reason why you go Super Saiyan God is because it uses less stamina than Super Saiyan Blue. So Whis says he's faster than Super Saiyan as Super Saiyan God, and that made me do this because I was like, why did you have to say that? Like Super Saiyan God, I already imagined was better than Super Saiyan. You know, Whis doesn't say it's faster than Super Saiyan 2. Whis doesn't say it's faster than Super Saiyan 3. Whis doesn't say it's faster than Super Saiyan Blue. He just says it's faster than Super Saiyan. It's like, well, wow, I would have never guessed that this higher level form that's literally like God form, it's literally a God level form. I would have never guessed that it's faster than Super Saiyan. You know, it's just one of those things where you just look at Whis and you're like, why the fuck did you have to share that? That was so basic. Yes, it's faster than Super Saiyan. I totally believe you. You didn't have to tell me. You know, that goes without saying that it's faster than Super Saiyan. But he mentions that it consumes less stamina than Blue, and I'm like, thank you, because that's the thing that's important. That's from the manga that I needed to see, is that it consumes less stamina than Super Saiyan Blue. That makes sense. Kirby says, a bitch slap to Whis. Oh, you got to be careful slapping Whis. Yamcha Isekai showed that Whis has the power to move souls between Universe 7 and the real world, like where we live. Yamcha Isekai has so much. So it consumes less stamina than Blue. So it makes sense when you're like ramping up to try and gauge opponents if you don't want to waste your stamina to go Super Saiyan God rather than going Super Saiyan Blue. Which begs the question, if Goku could go Super Saiyan God throughout the Universal Survival Arc tournament, and he didn't, for whatever reason, suddenly gain the ability to do it, why didn't Goku start the tournament in Super Saiyan God, since it uses less stamina and is faster than Super Saiyan, as a way to gauge his opponents as he moves up through the tournament without burning too much stamina? Because the whole reason he hasn't been Blue the whole time is because Blue uses too much stamina. Because writing, like, because fucking Toei wanted to be dramatic or some shit. It's like, we didn't need that, Shueisha. We didn't need that, Toei. He could have just went Super Saiyan God the whole time. Kirby said he could just train out the transformation so it doesn't use any stamina. Thank you, Kirby. Okay, now what Kirby said, I agree with in part. It's not that it wouldn't use any stamina, but if you trained it hard enough, Goku should be able to just live in certain forms. We've seen him do it before with Super Saiyan, where Goku, while training in the hyperbolic time chamber with Gohan, learned how to sustain Super Saiyan normally. He could live as a Super Saiyan, and it's not even like he ever had to transform with it. He could just be in that form continuously. But Goku has yet to do it with other forms. Now, Kirby said, like he did with Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2, I don't really remember him ever doing it with Super Saiyan 2. I know that he did it with Super Saiyan, and they have a special name for it. It's like Super Saiyan Grade 1 or Super Saiyan Grade 2 or something like that. But it's a form of Super Saiyan where he can just live as a Super Saiyan normally. But I don't think he's ever done it with any of the higher forms. Like, we've seen him relaxingly be a Super Saiyan 2, true, but not on the same level. He was at a Super Saiyan level where he could be Super Saiyan all the time, but I've yet to see him walk around all the time as Super Saiyan 2. And I've yet to see him walk around all the time as Super Saiyan 3, God, Blue, etc. kind of thing. But yeah, I agree that he should train up and he should just get comfortable being in a Super Saiyan form, in all of his forms, until it doesn't matter about the stamina thing. You know, he's like, this is just how I live. It's just being in this form. And that's something that Goku should have been doing forever. Kirby says he shows it with Super Saiyan 2 in front of Babidi. When he was in front of Babidi, I remember him transforming, going through all the transformations in order to just show Babidi that, like, here's how Super Saiyan works. He was kind of stalling for Trunks to get the Dragon Ball radar. But that's really different from what we saw with him just living as a Super Saiyan. I mean, he was just napping by the pond, a fucking Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? I've yet to see him be Super Saiyan 2 at the grocery store, you know. Like I haven't seen him just casually living his life as Super Saiyan 2, to show that he really has like that level of control. But he needs to do it with Blue. He needs to get to the point where he can just live in Super Saiyan Blue, and I think he'll be like way better on like all levels once he's able to do that. They confirmed what we already had learned in the manga, that Super Saiyan God is good for like choosing stamina. Kirby said he went from 1 to Super Saiyan 2 instantly. I mean, I feel like that's just transforming well. You know, I don't think it's I don't think it's the same level of control. Kirby said he didn't build up energy at all. I don't know. They seem to do stuff like that like rather quickly now. You know what I mean? I don't think that's an impressive enough feat to say that he's on the same level of 2 as he was with 1. Bloody Baton said, anyone watch Rawl the Burglar? No, I've not seen that. Is it live action? Is it a cartoon? I've actually never even heard of that. So when Goku and Hit team up against the Pride Troopers, the gods of Universe 11 say, let's take this as a chance to take out both their aces at once. And I was like, bitch, you thought? Why do you think that helps your chances? Why do you think it's a good idea to fight off against like both of these aces at the same time? I would have been like, maybe they should change their strat and not fight them both at once. Bloody Baton says there's a YouTube channel. Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that at all. Kirby said clowns. Yeah, the Universe 11 God of Destruction is a clown. Has it been explained? No, it is not. But people have drawn parallels between the Angel and the God of Destruction of Universe 11 and Joker and Harley Quinn. Because the God of Destruction is a clown, and the Angel of Universe 11 she has like the pigtail things, like the little hair tails that Harley Quinn has. So people think it might be a reference kind of thing. I kind of see where they're coming from, because Universe 11 has the Pride Troopers. The Pride Troopers are superheroes. So to have a superhero reference within the show for the universe that has the superheroes in it, I could see that. Kirby says It has come to Dragon Ball. It referring to Stephen King's It, the horror movie icon, who's getting a film soon. I was like, I don't know. He is a god of destruction. He may fuck some shit up on occasion. Yo, so here is another image of Super Saiyan God Goku talking shit to Hit. That happens multiple times in this episode, but Goku gives him that hard face where he's like, then try to stop me. That being said, this was way harder in motion than it was frozen. If you look at Goku's face, his cheeks are looking a little chubby in this scene, and it doesn't work as well. If you could hear him talk and you could like hear how serious he was, it's a way more intimidating scene. But when you see his cheeks are just like, they're a little too round, it's a little too cute to have the full impact when it's frozen. Ooh, let's see. Yep, streams are still running. It's always good for me to check to make sure that the streams are still running properly. But yo, let's see. I need to make sure I scroll down through my notes so that I haven't gone too far down. Oh, yeah, that's going to be great. So here is another scene where Kunchi is grabbing Hit by the arm using the energy lassos, and another scene where I'm like, if only Hit had the power to cross dimensions phase through energy lassos, because they're stupid bullshit and don't matter. But he doesn't, for no particular reason, and it still bothers me. Now here's, I think this next scene is the really big one, the one that made me go, damn, son, it is. So Goku can move instantly, and instantaneous speed is faster than going faster than the speed of light. Instant is greater than faster than the speed of light. Well, really, it's greater than or equal to, because faster than the speed of light could also be instant, because instant is faster than the speed of light. But that being said, Goku's instant transmission involves him visualizing or focusing on someone's energy and having him do this, and then he moves instantaneously from one point to another. But Dispo is so fast that he can interrupt Goku's instant transmission, similarly to how Dispo is so fast that he can interrupt Hit's time skip. If it takes time for you to do a move, and Dispo can detect that you are going to do said move, then Dispo can counter you with a Speed Blitz attack before you have the chance to do it. And not only can he counter with the Speed Blitz, he can counter with the Speed Blitz that's faster than the speed of light. He can stop you from moving instantly by moving at a slower pace than instant. Because Dispo is a broken character. A broken character. Broken as fuck. Dispo versus the Flash, who would win? Is actually like the first legitimate Dragon Ball Flash argument, I think. For real. Because I feel like the Flash still stomps that ass, but Dispo would do better than Quicksilver. Quicksilver can move as fast as like radio waves or whatever. It's some shit like that. Based on what I saw in Death Battle. But I think Dispo versus the Flash just does too much extra shit. Like the Flash is better than Dispo, but Dispo I think is the first speedster-based character that's like Flash's level that Dragon Ball has introduced. Just saying. So Goku is able to counter Dispo in a similar way to how he's able to fight back against Hit and Hit's time skip. So Hit's time skip, Goku was able to counter that by saying, I predict where Hit's going to be after the skip, and then I can counter Hit's attack before Hit even knows that I'm even trying to do that kind of thing. But for Dispo, who can move faster than the speed of light, Goku's like, your movements are too linear. You're kind of doing the same shit where you're just really easy to read. So I know you're going to attack very quickly, and I know what your attack's going to be, so I have time to prepare myself in order to counter, or block your move. So Goku's got that ass, though. Because he can just predict it too quickly. Big Dick Goku says, was someone talking about my penis? Well, I mean, he definitely whipped it out on Dispo. If you could see the screenshot version, that's what Dispo's face looks like. He's like, oh, I never knew Goku. But yo, moving forward, I love this scene right here. Where Goku is talking shit to Dispo about how his movements are too linear, because they did something where as soon as I saw it, I was like, I gotta edit these images real quick, dude, because they made it where they overlay so well, like to where you could put the pictures together. It's straight up an image of Goku and Super Saiyan God and Goku and Super Saiyan Blue that are like the same pose. They're made for you to like put that shit together. BD Goku is asking, do you think Goku has a big penis or a small penis? I don't know. Chi-Chi seems to like it. She's hit it up at least twice. But, I mean, I imagine that Goku was Chi-Chi's first as well. So, she may not know what others are like. Also, from all the times that we've seen Goku's penis, it hasn't looked like impressive, because that's been a gag before. Like, we've seen Goku's penis like in Dragon Ball, but he was like a kid. We haven't seen, I don't think we've seen adult Goku's dick. But it's just like, you would never know how big Goku's dick was unless they did one of those gags now. But I feel like it'd be inappropriate now. He's too old. It was inappropriate then too. Shit, it was a child's dick. That's worse, actually. The shit you can get away with, right? When you finally realize that, like, oh yeah, that was horrible. BD Goku was like, lol, yeah. Big Dick Goku said his dick was small. I mean, when he was small. Let's see. Oh yeah. So they keep talking about shit that's in the manga. They're trying to make sure that everything that has been shown in the manga as being a thing has been like shown to be something Goku can do now. Kind of. The only manga thing Goku can't do right now is Super Saiyan Blue Mastered. But Super Saiyan Blue Mastered is about the same from what we've seen as Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. It has the same, like, if you do it, you risk messing up your body, but it's way stronger than Blue normally. So he could never get Super Saiyan Blue mastered, and I'd be fine with it because I'd be like, you kind of already have it. But they're talking about how Goku can change from Super Saiyan Blue to Super Saiyan God and go back and forth. It looks like you guys may be having a little bit of lag on the face cam. Yep, that's what I thought. I thought it would disconnect. That's why I made sure to mention it. Oh, snap. It tried to reconnect. Yeah, we're back. Zolek says, so he mastered Super Saiyan Blue in the manga? Dang, I'm surprised a lot of people don't read the manga. So, what happens in the manga, right, is that, and by the way, Super Saiyan Blue Mastered is what fans are calling it. I don't think it's the official name. So until we get an official name, the fan name for it is Super Saiyan Blue Mastered. But the idea behind Super Saiyan Blue is that you keep the God key inside of you. Like the whole point is that if you keep your key from flowing out uncontrollably, that you have like ultimate key control, and then that allows you to increase in power and stamina and everything else, right? Now, Super Saiyan Blue, they still have that blue aura around them. So because they have that blue aura around them, even in Super Saiyan Blue, where they have more key control, they still have a lot of God Ki that's pouring out of them anyways. If you can see the aura, then they're not holding in the key as best as they could. So Super Saiyan Blue Mastered, as fans are calling it, which is what Goku's done in the manga, he even pulls the aura inside of him. So there's no Super Saiyan Blue energy seeping out of his body at all. It's all tightened into his body to where he's like fully controlling his ki. Not a single drop of ki is leaking out, but it causes extreme stress on the body while also amplifying you to levels beyond Super Saiyan Blue. It's stronger than just Super Saiyan Blue. Zolek says, that's cool. I want to see that. Bloody Baton said, do you think Chi-Chi is tight after Goku hit it up? Probably not. But again, we don't know. We were just discussing how we don't know Goku's size for real. I doubt Goku has her Kaioken on the tip or anything like that. You know what I mean? He's not trying to kill her. So now with Goku changing from Super Saiyan Blue to Super Saiyan God, going back and forth to get the best out of it, is some shit Vegeta has done that Goku has not done. In the manga, Vegeta did that first. Vegeta figured out that if you change into Super Saiyan God, that you have more stamina. But then if you change into blue at the last minute, you can release a lot of force into one hit without draining your stamina all at once. So that's really cool. Zolik says, it would be cool if his hair was white or rose. I like the red and blue hair too. Godzilla said, sorry I was not here for a couple of days. No problem, Godzilla. Welcome back. Good to have you. I like the red hair more than I like the blue hair. And based on a leaked image that we've seen, Godzilla said K. Based on the leaked image that we've seen, it seems like Goku's going to have a new form beyond the new form image that we saw recently. I don't want to get it twisted. We saw a new image recently that has the black Goku hair that looks like he's kind of in his base still, but he has the gray or silver eyes and he has the blue aura. No, I'm not talking about that. They released a Goku chocolate figurine, and the image on the back of it has Goku with Super Saiyan God red hair, but it has the Super Saiyan pointiness to it. So think of like Super Saiyan Blue, but red, and you could even call it Super Saiyan Red. I've been calling it Super Saiyan God 2, whatever you want to call it. But that leaked image that leaked onto like a candy box, which is the craziest way to learn about a transformation. I mean, they're probably crazier. They could have put it on a urinal or something. I would have been like, what? But yo, that is the form that I want to see. I want to see Super Saiyan God 2 or whatever. Kirby said, my favorite color is blue, so I'm fine. So Zolik says, yes, that's what I want to see with his red hair. Most def. So Whis points out that he even changed to blue for an instant when attacking and maximized speed and power. Zolik says, like he turned it Super Saiyan, not base. See, I agree. I feel like the red Super Saiyan God form should be called Saiyan God. And then the blue Super Saiyan God form could be Super Saiyan God. And then I think the red spiky hair should be Super Saiyan God 2. So it goes from Saiyan God to Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan God 2 is what I think is what they should do. They should like change up the names a little bit, kind of like how Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan changed to Super Saiyan Blue. They should be able to change the names after the fact in the same way. So this is so fucking dumb. Kunshi, who's a member of the Pride Troopers, he can make his energy lassos into mines, and he surrounds his body with that. Zolek says, yeah, that's a good idea. Kirby said, I've been saying this for years. When Kirby's like, already way ahead of you. So the mine energy lasso thing that Kunshi surrounds himself with is really dumb. It covers the ground where if you approach him and you step on one of the energy lassos, they explode, right? And Hit takes him out in a really unnecessary way. He uses his invisible ki blast attack, right? Where he punches his fist forward, and the ki blast can only hit people, it doesn't hit objects. So the ki blast can go without hitting any of the mines, right? Excuse me, but still hit Kunchi. That's so fucking dumb. Why do you have to worry about the like wires if they're on the ground? You know, if all my energy lassos that blow up are on the ground and you shoot the ki blast through the air, why do you have to do a special invisible one that doesn't touch the ground anyways? Just hit him. Just hit him with a normal ki blast. If you shot a ki blast fast enough, then Kunchi wouldn't have time to react if it was fast enough, right? And then it would go over the whips, not touching them, so then it wouldn't set the whips off. So I don't get it. I don't understand. Bloody Baton said blue hair sucks. To each their own, you know. I prefer the red hair myself, to be honest. So, I mean, I'm kind of with you, but I wouldn't go as far as to say it sucks. So, Lex said, I was thinking about throwing a rock at the floor. Why? Kirby said they could keep black hair with a certain color aura around it, which is kind of what the new form leaked is like. Oh, are you talking about to get rid of the energy whips? Because that also would have been cool if they threw a rock from the arena or shot a ki blast at the energy whips. Because if you notice, Kunchi is like holding the whips or whatever, right? And he called it Keshin. He called him Kenshin. Had that on the floor, lol. I think if you shot at the energy whips that were in Kunchi's hand, then the energy whips would blow up and possibly like hurt Kunchi anyway. Just hurt him with his own dumb mind trick. Bloody Baton said, I said that, not Kirby. Oh, sorry about that, Bloody Batons. I think I got myself confused thinking about the different things. Then Kirby was like, lol. Ooh. But yeah, Kunchi's move is just fucking dumb. I don't like Kunchi as a character. He's like one of the worst Pride Troopers, if not the worst one. The other fast Pride Trooper who did the tornado was also garbage. So Kunchi and him are garbage as fuck. We didn't need those characters. And then Kunchi reacts to getting hit with the invisible key thing. Vegeta said, blue and red is cool. Fuck off, Bloody. Bloody Baton said, Krillin would kick Goku's ass. Now, Bloody Batons is just trolling. Let's see. So, yeah, they talk about how Hit has the invisible energy blast that only hits people. And that's one of the things where it's like, dang, they keep showing off all the Hit's moves. I keep forgetting Hit's moves and like what he's able to do. Vegeta said, you're just jealous. You have a LeBron hairline. Burn, I guess. I don't keep up with basketball. Let's see. Oh, I thought this was just cool. Like, if this was the thumbnail for this video, I'd be totally okay with it. And I feel like it's a shot a lot of people didn't get from initially watching and taking screenshots because it happened so fast. But it's Goku in a battle position parallel to Hit, facing in opposite directions, where Goku is closer to the screen and Hit has this really serious face as he's like staring down his enemy. Like, this is a cool shot. This should be the thumbnail to videos. And I have a feeling that a lot of videos that are already out about episode 104 don't have this as a thumbnail. But why not? It shows Goku, it shows Hit. It doesn't have the generic image that everyone's using from the episode preview. It's great. Vegeta said, you look like Kumar from Harold and Kumar. Oh, dude. I love Harold and Kumar. Me and my dad watch those movies a lot. Vegeta said, can I get an autograph? I don't know how I would send it to you if I didn't autograph. Yo, ooh, that's a rough hit. So this image of Hit punching the shit out of Dispo is amazing because Hit's strategy is Also amazing. So Hit's figured out that he can lie with his body. He can make his muscles vibrate as if he's doing one attack, but then do a completely different attack. And he confuses the shit out of Dispo because Dispo is like, fuck, he's going to time skip, so let me blitz him. But then Hit doesn't time skip and counters the shit out of Dispo. Then Hit will like act like he's doing the thing, right? He'll act like he's doing the time skip, and Dispo will be like, he's not going to do it, but then he really does do it, and he fucks him over. Vegeta asked, are you going to do the fan poll today? Maybe, because it's like 8:04, so I definitely have enough time to. It depends on whether or not me and Maddie are going to hang out. I've been wanting to text Maddie to ask her about hanging out, but I was like, if I text her and say, let me do it after the live stream, I was like, watch me go for a really long time on the live stream, and then Maddie show up, and I have to cut it short. So I was like, I'll ask her after the live stream if she wants to hang out, but it may be too late, because Maddie doesn't like to hang out really late anyways. So I'll probably do a fan poll video. I could see it, but I can't promise you anything because I don't really know if I will or will not. I just could see myself doing it. Also, I may try to go to bed so I can hit up breakfast at the cafeteria, but I'm probably not going to hit up breakfast at the cafeteria. It's a little too early. Vegeta said, aw, Chip, because if I go to breakfast at the caf, then I only have an hour between when the caf opens and my first classes, so I'll probably go to brunch. And brunch is all right, I guess. The Bevel Center has meal plan. Fuck that. I'm going to go to the Bevel Center for breakfast. I may even stream it. Bevel Center is so fucking delicious. It's worth the walk. Anyways, getting off topic, but breakfast is always on topic. It's the best meal of the day. I only eat once a day, so you know I fuck with the breakfast. Anyways, so Hit being able to lie with his body and fake his muscle vibrations by being able to do, Hazard's Vegeta said, stream it. But he didn't put the R, so he said, steam it. And it's like, yeah, those steamy eggs and bacon, dude. Bevel Center is delicious. But yeah, Hit being able to lie with his body, changing his muscle vibrations in order to trick Dispo was a clever technique. And I mean, to be able to learn how to do that within a short amount of time was awesome. And that just goes to show you how good Hit is at adapting to his opponents and being able to go the extra mile, even when his opponent seems so far above his level. Well, continuing forward. So, yep, this is Hit explaining that he's able to do the same muscle movements in order to trick Dispo. Dispo definitely is feeling the pain from the hits. Hits greatest hits, my dog. Yo. So here's Goku being a fucking boss. So Hit says, watch out for the mines. And Goku goes, fuck the mines. They don't matter. And he just runs through all the mines because they don't matter. All they do is explode. Goku doesn't give a fuck. He runs across every mine and then just knocks the shit out of Kunchi. And it's amazing. I love that scene so much because I was like, Kunchi's mines aren't even that effective. Hit should be able to phase through the lassos, so they're not that effective. The best thing Kunchi can do is save people who fall out of the arena, and other than that, he should just stay the fuck away from everybody. He shouldn't be involved with shit because he's just not good. Kunchi is so ass. Again, hashtag worst Pride Trooper, other than maybe the guy who makes tornadoes. The guy who made tornadoes was also really shitty. They're the two worst Pride Troopers I think we've seen so far. And the general was also dumb. He didn't have a cool power. Casserole was his name. So yeah, Kunchi says, oh, that was in the last, I think that was in the last image. He says, oh, well, no, it's not in the last image. So Kunchi, while talking to Dispo, is like, we got to retreat, which I was like, yes, retreating and waiting for a chance to strike back is the best move. You should have done that when you were getting double teamed by two aces. Kunchi, you know your ass is not an ace. You shouldn't have been involved in this fight. You should have taken your ass somewhere forever ago. But what he says after that is, I'll sacrifice myself and take him out with me kind of thing. And he gets a hard hashtag bitch you thought. And he just flies out of the Tournament of Power arena. Ooh, so he thought he could charge into hit, and then hit time skips behind him and hits the shit out of him and just knocks him out. And it was like, wow, Kunchi, I'm glad you're just out of the game so you can't use your power to save people anymore. Good thing you're just as garbage as I thought. No redeeming qualities at all. Kinchi is so garbage. They shouldn't have had multiple lasso people on a team. Vuan shouldn't have died early. Vuan was so great. Best lasso move of the Pride Troopers that we've seen. So fuck it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this next thing is actually really fucking interesting when it comes to Pride Trooper stuff. If it's this next image, it is. Topo's looking evil as fuck. Kirby said, "Charge, hit, knock that ass away." So Dispo says a bunch of shit about justice, right? And Topo has been the main Pride Trooper to be like, justice, 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 justice. Everything is justice, justice, heroism. But he says, fuck justice. There is either survival or erasal. And his eyes get so evil. He has, they're like, I'm not sure if Topo always has reptilian eyes, but his shit really changed. He went evil as fuck so quick. And I've had an evil Pride Trooper theory going for a while, since Casserole was mentioned to be the conqueror of many planets. Superheroes don't conquer planets normally. I don't know. When I heard that, I got really suspicious of it as an idea. But then I was like, I don't know, maybe Casserole conquers planets, but he doesn't like, maybe it's a good thing. I don't fucking know. Vegeta said, babe. Casserole had an evil past, or maybe Casserole conquered planets, but it was a good thing. But Topo's serious nature, as he says, there is only either survival or erasal, that seems pretty dark. Vegeta says, that's true. They look hot in Thor tight suits. You could see their ass. Man, Vegeta's digging those Pride Trooper uniforms. But the Pride Troopers may be evil. They, I don't know, they got some very crazy shit going on. Scooting forward, Goku being serious as fuck, but not having the high cheekbones. So he actually is serious as fuck. He's hitting him up with the, if you make it to the end, let's settle things between us. Kirby said, old habits die hard, huh, buddy? Vegeta said, do you think they could spread them then? It's like, I mean, they probably spread them for the Magical Girl. Seemed like the Pride Shooters were definitely down for the Magical Girl characters. They seem to really dig them. But Goku, being serious as fuck, essentially says that if Hit survives to the end, that Goku and Hit should settle things at the end of the tournament. So they're setting up for Universe 7 and Universe 6 to be the two heavy hitters to go against each other at the end. Goku already has essentially said something similar to Caulifla and Kale, saying like, hit us up a little bit later. I'll spare you for right now, kind of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if the final bout was between these paired universes, Universe 6 and Universe 7, going up against each other. Well, and the Tournament of Power has now hit 35 minutes. Vegeta said, that's true. He just spammed this one emoticon of just this. But the Tournament of Power ends in 35 minutes. And I keep forgetting how many minutes the last episode ends with. But wasn't it like 38 minutes or something last episode? Like, has it been only 3 minutes between what happened last time and this time? I'm going to have to watch a few of those videos where they're like the Tournament of Power in real time, where they like show how long the tournament is within the time frame that they've provided it in, because the Tournament of Power is 48 minutes total, but there are now 35 minutes left. So the tournament's only gone for 13 minutes, but it's been going on for multiple episodes. Vegeta said, why are the minutes over 30 seconds? Yeah, it does seem like they're doing a lot of shit that's going like significantly longer amount of time. Bloody Baton said, who would win, Goku or Sonic? Sonic is really hard to beat, Bloody Batons. And by that, I mean he actually loses a lot in the comics, not going to lie. Vegeta said, Goku, a bloody tampon. Kirby said, 5 minutes has lasted a ridiculous amount of time before. You're not wrong. Frieza on planet Namek. You are not wrong. But yo, uh, the reason why Sonic is hard to beat, other than all the times he's lost in the comics, Sonic really does lose a lot in the comics. But they've claimed in the comic that Super Sonic is actually indestructible. He actually can't die. And Goku as Super Saiyan is not indestructible. He's not like literally invulnerable where he can't die. They're two totally different things. Vegeta said it's like the Frieza saga all over again. So true. So very true. So yeah. Did I get an image from the episode preview? I did. Okay, so Zolex was wondering about this. So Zolex, if you haven't been watching up until this point, this is a great time for you to tune back in because I was going to talk about why I think Roshi might die in a coming episode. Because it seems like Master Roshi may be about to die. So not only is the episode for next episode titled A Desperate Battle, Master Roshi's Sacrifice, but Goku also says in the episode preview, no, don't use that technique. You might die. Like, but it seems like Roshi's going to pop out a jar and he's going to try and use the Mafuba. That's what it looks like. And the Mafuba has been a technique where they're like, if you do it wrong, you'll die. If you do it wrong, you'll die. So, I think because they're hyping up, if you do the Mafuba wrong, you'll die, and the episode is called Master Roshi's Sacrifice, that it sounds like they're setting up for Master Roshi either to die or to almost die. Now, Master Roshi might die, but then not be eliminated from the tournament. And you guys may be like, oh. Now, we've seen Goku die in Dragon Ball Super before. Kirby said he'll probably pull off the move correctly. I have my doubts, only because of how they're setting the episode up. We've seen Goku die in Dragon Ball Super already, but what he did was, as he stumbled to the ground, he shot a ki blast into the air, and when the ki blast came back down, it resuscitated him. While it was really dumb, it provided the idea that characters can die in Dragon Ball Super, but possibly be resuscitated by getting hit with a ki blast. So, if Roshi dies while doing the Mafuba, then it's possible that someone could hit him with a ki blast shortly after he died and like restart his heart kind of thing. So I have an idea that Roshi will probably die next episode and they'll probably bring him back. They'll probably hit him with a ki blast and he'll be fine. And he may come back, but he may get eliminated when he comes back because the Mafuba seems like an extra item. I don't think you should be allowed to bring jars and shit. And if you're doing the Mafuba, it also requires you to have a seal. Like, he has too many, like, items with him. If you're not allowed to have weapons, you shouldn't be able to have jars and seals and shit. Zolex said, how do you know that that is going to happen? Right now, it's just based on, like, theory and speculation. For one, Goku in the episode preview said, don't use that technique. You could die, kind of thing. And they show Roshi throw the jar down, and the episode title is A Desperate Battle, Master Roshi's Sacrifice. So based on the clues, it seems like Roshi's going to use the Mafuba. Seems like he's probably going to die. But it seems like they should be able to resuscitate him based on what happened in that one hit fight. Zolex says, is it because of the manga? No. The manga is getting closer to the Tournament of Power. Like, that's the next arc for the manga, but the manga is not there yet. Godzilla posted up an emoji that I can't read on my screen versus a dragon. And he said, please say Godzilla wins. I don't know what the other emoji was. It actually like didn't show up. Zolex said, is the manga the same as the anime? No. Nope. Manga does so much extra bullshit, but I love the manga, and I actually think it's probably better. Godzilla said it was King Kong. I don't know enough about giant monsters, but Godzilla, I believe, has more powers. Zolex said, they're different? Oh, yes. The manga and the anime are different. They go about things differently, and there are certain things that get fucking skipped. For example, Resurrection F, the movie, had a tie-in manga where they did like a manga adaptation of the Resurrection F film. So when you get to the Resurrection F arc in the manga, Toyotaro is the guy who wrote the Resurrection F tie-in, which, by the way, they never finished the Resurrection F tie-in from what I've heard. So you get to a certain point in the Resurrection F manga and it just stops. But because Toyotaro already wrote it, he was like, well, I'm just not going to do it. They skipped Resurrection F in the manga. Like it happened, but you don't get to see it. You don't get to see any of it, which is fine. It was kind of fillery anyways. Like we didn't need the Resurrection F part to be added in the manga version, but we just don't get it. We just lose the whole arc. The Battle of Gods arc, we get that. We get the Universe 6 tournament. So we get that. The Future Trunks arc just ended. It ended like a little while ago. So they have been on like the Future Trunks arc for a good minute. Godzilla said roar. There are a lot of things that happen in the anime that are just kind of like filler parts anyways, but there is no filler in Super is a really important thing to say. Like there are things that happen between arcs that aren't a part of arcs, but that doesn't mean they're filler. But if you compare the manga and the anime together, even though they're really different, you can tell what things are story arcs, things are like outside of those arcs that just kind of happen. And a lot of the things that happen outside of the arcs in the anime, like the Dr. Slump thing with Arale, and the water that takes the form of Vegeta that they fight, that was actually really cool. Scenes like that don't happen in the manga. The manga like sticks to like, here are the arcs and here's how they go. So like says, I always thought the manga was the same. Now, what's interesting about it is that Toriyama, who is the writer of Dragon Ball, Zolek says, so is it like fan fiction? It's funny you say that. So Toriyama is the creator of Dragon Ball, but Toriyama right now is not writing Dragon Ball Super for the manga or the anime directly. What Toriyama is doing is Toriyama is writing the outline for Dragon Ball Super. And he takes his outline and he sends his outline to Toyotaro and he sends his outline to Toei. Toei reads over Toriyama's outline and then makes the anime based on the outline. So the outline just hits like points of the story. Like at this point in the story, this happens. At this point in the story, this happens. And it seems like you have to follow the outline. So any story beat that's in the outline should be in the manga and the anime because they both follow it. You know what I mean? But then when you have the oh yeah, but they have their own differences is my whole point. They both follow Toriyama's outline, but they both can do different things with them. Godzilla said, be Jet Black, be him please, go patrol again. I've thought about it, possibly patrolling again. I think if we had more people on campus who did like crime fighting and patrols, I might get back into it. It could be something that I could even stream, which is something that I was never able to do before on my older patrols. But I have to like work with everything I'm doing with college. You know, I still have to run with classes and everything. And it's easier for me to do that. Plus, that is helping me move toward helping with cyber threats, which is how I'm like planning to deal with crime in the future. That's like my desired career. So, talking about how the manga and the anime are different, Toyotaro actually used to write Dragon Ball fan fiction, believe it or not. But Toyotaro's style is so close to Toriyama's that Toriyama gave him a job. He was like, your fan fiction is so fucking great. I think you should write the real thing. So Toriyama gives Toyotaro the outline and he says, these events have to happen. And then because those events have to happen, Toyotaro writes down like the stuff that Toriyama says has to be in it, but then he can add whatever extra stuff he wants as long as the events in the outline still happen. So Toyotaro makes changes, and then Toei, who makes the anime, they make changes as well. And you can see where their changes are because you know whatever is the same in both has to be in Toriyama's outline. So if Goku fights Hit in the manga in the Universe 6 tournament, and Goku fights Hit in the anime in the Universe 6 tournament, then you know that in Toriyama's outline it said Goku fights Hit in the Universe 6 tournament. You know what I mean? But if Trunks fights Zamasu um, in the like future Trunks arc, and he gains a new form in the anime, but that doesn't happen in the manga, then you know the anime added in some extra bullshit that wasn't in the outline. Zolek said, so other people change it. Pretty much, Toriyama writes the basic story, like the outline, and then Toei can make changes wherever they want to, as long as they still hit all the outline beats. And Toyotaro can make changes where he wants to, as long as he still makes all the outline beats. But yeah, my reasoning for thinking that Roshi is going to die is, oh, we're getting some lag on the face cam stream, which probably means it's about to disconnect. And it disconnected. That's what I thought. Whoop, and it disconnected twice. That's also what I predicted. Yo, I'm back. So I did not, my prediction based on whether or not Master Roshi is going to die, it's not based on the manga, it's based on what I've seen. So, like said, do they make it good? Like, do you like how they make it good? I personally like the manga and the anime, but I think the manga does it a little better. Does it a little better. Sorry, but there's something about the manga that I really fuck with a lot more. I think it's because I like Toyotaro as a writer. Like, Toyotaro, I've read 15 chapters of Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission, and I love that. And then I read his manga, and I love his art. I love how he writes it. I'm not sure if it's the translation that I'm reading or not, but there's a lot of cursing in both of them. Like in both Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission and in Dragon Ball Super's manga, they curse. And honestly, I feel like they should curse a lot more in the anime than they do, but they don't curse as much in the anime because they may feel that's not as appropriate, but it just makes sense when they curse in the manga. And there's something refreshing about that. The way Toyotaro does lighting with the art is so good. Gaziltel said, I have a Quentin. Are you making a Jet Black video game? Oh, you said you have a question is what you meant. Once Alley Cat, who's one of the crime fighters that's a member of the Rocky City Crime Fighters, said that she was going to make an app that was going to be like a Jet Black video game. But I haven't heard anything about that since. It's been literal years and it's never been brought back up. So I'd say that's probably no longer a thing. But if anyone wanted to make a Jet Black video game, I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You know, I think it's a cool concept. But yeah, I think that the manga's great. Toyotaro is a great writer and illustrator. And I love what he's done, not only with the Dragon Ball Super manga, but also with Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission. Because that Dragon Ball Heroes manga is so lit. I binge read all I could find yesterday. That's how good the Dragon Ball Heroes manga is. I can't recommend it enough. But when it comes to how I feel about today's episode 104, I have to give it a 4 out of 6 Matty Fucks being our scale. So I could go as low as 0 or as high as 6, and I say it's a 4. Keep in mind, anything lower than a 3 means it's not worth watching. A 3 means it's worth watching. A 4 means you should watch it. A 5 means it's nearly perfect, and a 6 means it's absolute perfection. So because I got a 4, it's not nearly perfect and it's not absolute perfection, but it's more than worth watching. You definitely should watch episode 104. Practically a must watch. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was action first, but they describe what's happening. People have to fight smartly, not just hard. So there's a lot of technique in reading opponents' movements and learning how opponents work. And that's what I like to see in my fights. The Killing Khalifa moments were nice. The Champa moments were funny, but they felt appropriate for the situation. And it was great. Let's see. Blake Batons is asking, do I need to poop? No, I don't need to poop. But normally after these streams, I normally do need to pee because I normally drink water. And the contrast, I actually didn't bring a water cup this time. So now my mouth is kind of dry because I've been talking. So I'll probably drink some water and then have to pee right after that. But yes, thank you all for watching this Dragon Ball Super episode 104 review. Godzilla says, do you have a pet? I have a pet dog. But my pet dog is not here on campus. You're not allowed to have pets on campus. Zolek said, thanks for the stream, broski. Oh, no problem. Godzilla said, Oh, Bloody Batons actually went on the other live chat and said, "Guess who?" Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Guys, it looks like get a pet stick. Posted in the chat. Bloody Batons made a song about pooping. So I guess that'll be the outro song. So get ready for the poop song real quick. So it goes, poop up my butt, poop up my butt. Gotta get this big poop out of my butt. But yo, thank you once again for watching Dragon Ball Super episode 104. This is your host and your boy, Jet Black. Logging out. Vegeta said, I love you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Daddy Benson. Daddy Benson is my father. Godzilla said, get a pet stick. Woody Vuitton said, aw, I love you too. Godzilla's Hill said, they are better than rocks. But yo, I was going to do an outro thing. Vegeta said, Daddy Benson for life. Oh yeah, the outro was, yo, if you're not subscribed to the Nicka Benson channel yet, make sure to smash that subscribe button. If you already are, make sure to share this video with a friend so that they may join in the festivities with us. If you like this video, make sure to like this video, favorite, comment, and ring that notification bell just in case it doesn't work. Vegeta said, subscribe to Daddy Benson. Like the vid. Oh, thank you, Vegeta. Vegeta's like also like supporting. He's like, yo, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. I appreciate that. Thank you all once again. And I may do a poll soon, like a fan poll after this one, but I may not because I'm really tempted to go to bed early. The Bevel Center breakfast starts at 6:30. Starts at 6:30. So great. Kirby said, I'll share this video with my friend Nick. Oh, thank you, Kirby, for sharing the video. I appreciate it. Oh, man. The Bevel Center has the best breakfast. I like how Kirby said, a Benson. Oh, yeah, dude. I'd love to see my own video. Blade Baton said, I want a Rocket City Roast reaction. It has to win in a fan poll. So we may do a fan poll. Let me drink some water, use the restroom real quick, and see how I feel. Because I really want that fucking 6:30 a.m. breakfast. I am so excited by the idea of a 6:30 a.m. breakfast. You have no idea. It's so much time. Okay. Let's see. Godzilla Tales said, I got a question. Kirby said, then vote for it, bro. Godzilla Tales, is your question the question that you put? Vegeta said, take a dump. I don't think I need to poop. I think I just need to pee. We'll see. You know, sometimes you sit on the toilet and you're like, oh, there was actually more than I thought I had to do. Vegeta said, get some food in your stomach, skinny bones. I am pretty skinny, not gonna lie. One of my friends, I mentioned like my exercise regimen, and I mentioned like that I eat once a day, and he was like, "Oh, you must have a really low BMI," and it took me aback. And then I was like, "Oh, probably. I probably do have a really low BMI." Not gonna lie. Oh fuck! I scooted forward, and I scooted the whole desk forward. I didn't mean to. I have my feet resting on like a pillar of the desk, so I forgot I would pull it. I don't know how to read your message, Lizard. Vegeta said low BMI. Yeah, body mass index. Vegeta's like, what is that, babe? So your body mass index essentially talks about like how you're healthy, I guess is the easiest way to describe it. Like if you're obese, then you'll have a really high body mass index, to which they'll say that you need a lower body mass index in order to like be healthy. But if you're like really, really skinny, then it'll be like, oh, you didn't spam anything, Godzilla. I don't think so. Godzilla said, I don't know, you may not like it. I mean, no, just feel free to ask your question. I just can't read the one you put on the live chat. It looks different. Godzilla said, but it's the only thing on the menu. Oh, fucking spam. Oh, okay. It took me a minute to get the joke. So So yeah, the body mass index, if you're really skinny, then they'll probably say that you should like bulk up a little bit to get healthy. So essentially there's like a range for the body mass index where you're the right weight and height and everything. And it's based on your age and your gender, I think, like what that range is for you. And he said I probably have a low BMI, so I'm probably skinnier than I need to be as an adult. As of recent, I've definitely gained like a lot of muscle, but I've also lost a lot of weight. Like I used to wear 33, 34 jeans, and they were already a little big on me. Like they were bigger than they needed to be. But then I lost a lot of weight, and then they became like too big. Like it was a problem. I needed new jeans. Vegeta said, "Now I see your nickname is Skinny Bones Benson." Oh wow, I just got a new nickname. That's a first. But then we got 32-32 jeans, and they fit me better. But now I've gotten skinnier than before, and now the 32-32s are a little too big. So we're thinking about getting 30-32s. Like I keep dropping in weight size. I mean, in waist size is what I meant. But I guess I'm also am dropping in weight. Lizard asked, "Do you prefer pet sticks or pet rocks?" Vegeta said, "Are you a fighter or a lover, Skinny Bones?" Normally, instead of fighting people, I would prefer to like get hit and then report for assault. Like I'm that kind of guy. I'm more, I'm more likely to get hit and then be like, now the legal system has you, than to actually like fight someone. You know what I mean? Because if you fight back, then it could be like, well, now you both kind of are in the wrong kind of situation. But I would prefer just for like me to be hit and clearly make it where it's like, yes, I was the one who was assaulted. I didn't raise a finger to them, and now I like sue you. Like put it in the court's hands, kind of thing. Let's see. Vegeta asked if I had that girl booty, them girl hips. I actually do have a pretty big butt. Not gonna lie. I think I learned that I had a big butt when me and my friends were looking through thumbnails of my videos, and we saw like that butt waist image of someone walking away from the camera, and we were like, what girl on the squad who'd be on the stream would have a butt like that? Because we were like, I don't think we know anyone like that. And it turned out it was me. It was me walking away from the camera after I set it up and was like, oh dang. But yeah, I have a girl butt. But anyways, I think we've gotten a little too off topic. This is more of a hanging out with Jet kind of thing where we just talk now that we've already gone through the review. Just a quick recap, 4 out of 6, meaning that episode 104 is definitely, it's not just worth watching. It's a good episode. It's not nearly perfect. It's not perfect. Worth watching. So definitely check out episode 104 if you haven't already. If you have any thoughts or ideas or comments about episode 104, feel free to share them in the comment section below. I definitely respond to all the comments. Vegeta said, later, baby cakes. Love you. Yo, thank you kindly, Vegeta. And thank you all for watching. This has been your host, your boy, Jet Black, logging out. Peace. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you guys over here. Whoop. Catch you guys later. This is your host and your boy, Jet Black, logging out. Peace.